What's up, buddy?
Yo, what up?
Luke Luke Combs goes to the movies. I freaking love this.
Yeah, man, big time.
Yeah, this is your first soundtrack, right? Am I mistaken in that?
Second. So
Okay,
it was I wrote a song for an Angry Birds movie years ago.
that's right. That's right. I remember that
But
now.
but this is kind of first like I mean actors and stuff going on, that was like animated
Yeah,
deal. So
animated voiceover only stuff. That's right. I do
sure,
remember the Angry
sure.
Birds thing a couple years back
Yeah,
because it felt like this is like the first big like action. And I mean, Twister. The first one was so iconic. You look it back, Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt,
oh
and
yeah.
and now it's like a movie that was part of our childhood, and now it's
Yes.
it's like, okay, now that you're on board, I'm like, okay, this gives it a better chance of living up to the original.
Oh man, gosh, I don't know about that. I think it probably would have been great without me. but, but I was excited. When the opportunity came up, I was a huge Twister fan, as I think everybody was. That was around when that flick came out. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I think I haven't seen the new one or anything, but from all accounts, man, they pulled out all the stops for it. So it seems like it's gonna be amazing.
Will you get to go to the premiere of the movie? Like, do you get to go to it,
I
or are you
I
playing that night?
won't. I won't. So I'm playing. I've got two shows in New York that weekend. So unless the premiere's in New York and it's not from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, or
Yeah,
really from which I'm sure it's probably right in that window, even if it isn't. So
right.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Man, that would have been a cool opportunity to go to a movie premiere at some point. Maybe on the next one. You can be a
Maybe
little
next
more.
time. Maybe
Yeah,
next time. Yeah.
for sure. Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. I just listened to it a little bit ago. You have flirted with this line in the past, but man,
Sure.
this seems to me your first melt your face rock and roll song that's going to be played on country. Like there's a difference between a country song with a rock feel.
Sure.
Um, Chris Stapleton Whitehorse is a rock and roll song that was played in country music. I feel like
Sure.
this is right in that same lane of just it's a rock and roll song, man.
Yeah, man, it feels cool, and it was, I was a little nervous, I think to put it out. Obviously I love the song. I'm a huge fan of it. But yeah, it's just different than what I normally do. Obviously, Beer Never Broke My Heart, Cold as You all kind of have
Hmm.
that feel, but thematically
Yeah.
they're very much country. And so but yeah, I think the movie kind of gave me, it kind of gave me the pass to go, okay, well, let's do this. And I'm not just I'm doing it. I did it for a reason, right? It wasn't just kind of like, oh, let's do a rock song, like I still don't think of it as a rock song, I guess, just in my own. I
Hmm.
don't feel like a rocker too much, but uh, yeah, it's a heavy song, and I love it, man. It's fun, it's exciting, it's fun to write, fun to sing. I hope people love it, and I'm sure live it'll be
Oh
a heck of
yeah,
a moment for sure, you know.
rolling something, like going from when it rains it pours into something like that is a
Right,
complete
it's a
departure
big,
from one to the other.
yeah, yeah, big juxtaposition there for sure.
But I think would work in a live setting for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
no doubt, no doubt.
so you got the stadiums you're rolling through. I like what you did on this tour of having, two different nights in terms of opening acts. Somebody
Right,
that's never seen you before and is a country fan, maybe go to Saturday night if they can't afford to go to both. To catch
right.
Jordan and those guys, and then
Mhm.
Cody Chinks. Your direct support on the Friday shows.
Yep.
What does your set look like between the two? Is it pretty much the same each night, or you switch it up a little bit to match
It's
the feel of the openers?
Yeah, it's a little different night to night. There's some songs that we do Friday that we don't do Saturday. Obviously, we're doing most of the really big singles. Are getting done every night. But as far as like there's some more slow moments on Friday. More I don't know, songwriter type feel to some of that stuff that we do Friday. Both are still really high energy, but yeah, we just kind of try to match what the openers are doing a little bit on any given night.
How's the little guy doing? Well, I know you got two
Got
now, but
two little guys. Yeah, they're
kids,
doing
kids
awesome.
are uh, kids are good.
Yeah, man.
Nicole,
My youngest will be 2 next month, which is crazy. It's just insane to think that
I
he's
thought
already
he was
done.
born like yesterday, man. Time
And
is
he was, dude.
good
He was.
Lord.
It feels like, yeah. And my youngest is 9 months. So it is just it's a madhouse right now.
I
Where
remember you being in Australia when he was born, and you had to wait
Mhm.
until
Yeah.
you were done with that. I mean, you could have made the decision like, "Hey, we're going to reschedule," but I think you did the right thing for your fans and the
Well,
couple.
he came almost 3 weeks early, so I was
Oh,
supposed to
okay,
be home.
yeah,
Um, I was supposed to be home, but he had other plans. So yeah, man, that was a tough day. That was a tough day for me. It was, like the best and like worst day of my life in a lot of ways,
sure,
if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like it's just so hard to not be able to be there. And, obviously thank gosh for technology,
hmm,
iPhones, being able to
yeah.
FaceTime and all that stuff was a lifesaver that day for me and my wife. And but yeah, it was tough, man. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, not being able to be there when one of your kids is born. That was really tough.
Before we wrap here, we're gonna have a little bit of fun if you're down.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, not that we haven't been having fun for the last few minutes.
Absolutely, I'm in.
So we do this part of the show called "What's Your Mount Rushmore?" And
Yeah.
there's four presidents on Mount Rushmore. So
Mhm.
Philip
Yep.
Combs, the category is movie soundtracks you wish you'd have been on had you not been on these two. What's your Mount Rushmore of movie soundtracks you wish you could have been on?
That's a good question. I'm gonna go Dumb and Dumber for sure. Big Dumb and Dumber guy. Probably Old School,
Okay,
that movie as well.
respect, absolutely.
Then I feel like you gotta have like a sick like action deal in there. Maybe Commando,
All
which
right,
is a Schwarzenegger movie. That was one of my favorites growing up. What else? Oh, this is gonna be an obscure one. Big Trouble in Little China.
dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
that would be my other one. As
fair. You
wild
could
as that
always drop
sounds.
a if a wild card Shawshank Redemption. I feel like would be a good movie.
Could we get Forrest Gump, maybe in the
Dude, could you
conversation?
imagine? Can you
Yeah.
imagine Andy Dufresne sitting there and they're tarring the roof of that factory and cold beer, beer never broke my heart starts busting out like that would be absolutely epic if you could go back and do
Yeah,
that.
it'd be a weird culture fit, but I feel like it would be feel cool for me. I don't know if it would have made the movie better, but
There's some technology. Let's go give it a try and
yeah,
see what happens on
well,
YouTube.
that can happen for sure.
Well, man, congratulations on all the success. Going to try to catch you on the road this year.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen
Well,
Cody Jinks live before, so it might be a Friday night for me. I think.
oh man, he rips. You should see him. He's awesome.
Well, you
He's
do pretty
really
good
good.
yourself, so
I try, man. I try.
all right, brother. Give my love to the family, and we'll see you on the road
Awesome.
soon.
Will do. Thanks, B Dub. See you, man.
See ya.